Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch You Want, and thanks for logging on. Today we are looking at the Vacheron Constantin Overseas Chronograph, 42mm in 18-karat rose gold. You can see this Vacheron Constantin Overseas Chronograph on our website, watchyouwant.com. Purchase it there, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. You can also click the card in the upper right-hand corner of the video at any time to see our full listing for this watch with additional photos, warranty remaining, accessories, and of course, complete pricing information for this watch. Now you can see on my wrist 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference. This is the classic profile of the second generation Vacheron Constantin Overseas. Now the watch recently entered its third generation at SIHH 2016. What I'm noticing as I speak to collectors and passionate devotees of the Vacheron Constantin brand is that there's very much a camp, and a growing camp, that strongly prefers this second generation model. And the defining feature is the dial itself, the beautiful Maltese cross style bezel, which is quite proud, pronounced, and prominent on this variant, and then the double digital grand date at 12 o'clock. Now, I've featured these watches on the channel before, but never this exact variant, which is known as the 9454 variant, silver dial, brown alligator leather strap, and rose gold case. And it is a striking piece. Now, 51mm is the measurement from extremity to extremity, so although it's a 42mm watch, it wears broad. That's not to say it wears large or ungainly, because it is remarkably slim for an automatic winding sports watch with a chronograph and a grand date, 12.5mm thick, and because it does feature a bowl-shaped or cupped case back, it nestles into the wrist and it actually rides fairly low, so even lower than its nominal thickness would suggest. And because the bezel itself is generously sloped, this is an easy sports watch to wear under a dress cuff or a tight sleeve. Now, the watch is beautifully integrated, and it's integrated just as well as the bracelet variants in as much as the case flows into the lug and the lug flows into the strap, and it is a beautiful strap. It's French, and it is made of a combination of monotone stitched rectangular scale alligator on one side and a beautiful brown, almost mocha colored calfskin on the back. A beautiful strap deserves a beautiful clasp, and Vacheron does not disappoint. This Maltese cross motif twin trigger double deployant is beautifully detailed, polished throughout. There's not a single unfinished surface on either side of the swing arms or the buckle. It closes securely, and again, because it is relatively spare, because it is rather delicate in appearance, although not in construction, when it is fully buckled, it does look like a traditional pin buckle. Very elegant, low in profile, and again, with twin trigger action, very secure when closed. And that's befitting the image of the Overseas, which is very much a usable luxury sports watch. Vacheron Constantin designed this one with full screw-down chronograph pushers, as well as a screw-down crown. The result is 150 meters or 15 ATM water resistance. That's superb for a watch in this class, and it solidly surpasses, for instance, the 5 ATM of the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak chronograph. This is one that you truly can get wet. Just swap in a textile or rubber strap and you're good to go. Now, the case back recapitulates Vacheron Constantin's dedication to making a true sports watch. Thanks to the solid case back and a soft iron inner case, the watch has remarkable anti-magnetic properties that solidly exceed the ISO standards to call it an anti-magnetic watch. It's actually resistant to 25,000 amperes per meter. So in addition to superb water resistance, you have magnetic resistance against the high-powered wiring looms found in today's high-tech offices and homes. Now, the dial itself is a standout because the combination of the silver guillot-shaped base and the applied rose gold elements, you can see the applied rose gold and fully loomed hour indices, the hands at center, you can see the chapter rings of the individual sub-registers. It provides a dramatic contrast. It pops, it's tropical, it's light and it's airy, and it's a beautiful complement to the lustrous brushed and polished rose gold case. Now, of course, the date at 12 o'clock is a signature of this model, and the double digital date is something that has been lost in the new 2016 third generation Overseas. Many miss it. This design has its devotees, and I have to say, as of right now, if I were to take a poll of Vacheron collectors who've seen both the second and third generation models, a majority would say they prefer this design. This is a modern classic, right down to the use of asymmetrical sub-registers, with chronograph minutes placed most prominently at 3 o'clock. There's a lot of design nuance going on here, right down to the prominent fully polished Maltese cross motif bezel, the matching lugs, and of course the Maltese cross buckle itself. This is a thematically rich and consistent design, a real success. There's a reason that this watch ran essentially unchanged from 2004 to 2015. That's because Vacheron Constantin just got it right. And inside is an ultra-thin automatic winding 40-hour power reserve based on a Frédéric Piguet 1185 movement. Vacheron calls this one the reference 1137. They take the Piguet base, and Piguet, of course, has been used by everyone from Harry Winston to Blancpain to Audemars Piguet to Breguet itself, so it has real pedigree. Ultra thin, it was the first modern column wheel vertical clutch chronograph movement with automatic winding, and it retains distinction and a legacy that's unrivaled in the industry. It even served as the inspiration for Rolex's in-house caliber 4130 that replaced the El Primero. So you have a watch that's a classic on the outside and a high horology classic on the inside. You can see this Generation 2 Vacheron Constantin Overseas Chronograph, reference 49150, on our website, watchyouwant.com.